round 7, we need to slip stitch in the chain space, and then chain 3. 1, 2, 3. This is count as double crochet, and then we need to make 5 double crochet in this space. This one is count as 1 double crochet, so we need to add more 4 double crochet. Gagawa tayo ng katulad dito, the same pattern in this round. 5 double crochet together. So this one double crochet, chain 3, then double crochet. Hindi natin siya idiretso hanggang dito sa dulo. Okay, isang ano lang siya. And then yarn, grab your yarn, and over, fold through 2 loops. So we have 3 loops in the hook. Then 2 loops. So we have 4 loops in the hook. Then over, grab the yarn over, grab the yarn, then go through 2 loops. So we have 2, 4, 5. Then we have 5 double crochet. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then grab the yarn, pull through 5 loops. Chain 1 to close the 5 double crochet together. And then chain 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then in the space, we need to make the same, this one, 5 double crochet together. So we have 3 loops in the hook. Grab the yarn, pull through 2 loops. Then grab the yarn. We have 4 loops in the hook. Yarn over, pull through 2 loops. So we have 2 double crochet. So we need to make 5. 3, 4, and 5. Then we have 6 loops in the hook. Yarn over, pull through 6 loops. Then chain 1 to close the 5 double crochet together. Then chain 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then in this space, we need to make another 5 double crochet together. Yarn over, 4 loops in the hook. Yarn over, pull through 2 loops. Yarn over, grab the yarn, the bottom. Then yarn over, pull through 2 loops. So we have 4 loops in the hook. Yarn over, grab the yarn, pull through 2 loops. Then we have 5 loops in the hook. Yarn over, grab the yarn, then yarn over, pull through 2 loops. So we have 6 loops in the hook, and then grab the yarn, pull through 6 loops. Then chain 1 to close the 5 double crochet together. So we'll do this pattern all the way to the last space. The end of round 7, we need to chain 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then slip stitch on top of the 5 double crochet dito sa top. Slip stitch. So this is the end of our round 7. For round 8, we need to chain 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then single crochet in the next 5 chain space. Single crochet. Then chain 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Single crochet in the next chains. 5 chain space. Then chain 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Single crochet in the next 5 chain space. So we need to continue this pattern all the way around until to the last stitch dito tayo nag-start kanina. Balikan ko kayo pagdating dito. End of round 8, we need to slip stitch where the first stitch just now. Dito tayo nag-end, then you slip stitch 3 times, and then dito sa middle ng 3 chain space, dito tayo mag-slip stitch at the end ng round 8. Slip stitch in the space. So, dito na tayo sa center ng ating 5 chain space, then chain 3 for round 9, 2, 3, and then make another 1 double crochet, then chain 1, then double crochet in the same space, 2 double crochet, 1 and 2. So this is the V-stitch in 1, and then in the space we need to make another V-stitch, 2 double crochet, 1 and 2, and then chain 1, then double crochet 2 in the same space, 1 and 2, then chain 1, and the next space we need to make 2 double crochet, 1 2, chain 1, and then another 2 double crochet in the same space, 1 and 2. So ganyan na siya. V-stitch, V-stitch, V-stitch. In every space we need to make V-stitch, 2 double crochet, chain 1, and then 2 double crochet, chain 1, then to the next 5 chain space. Then we will continue this pattern all the way to the last 5 chain space. Babalikan ko kayo pagdating dito. Last 5 chain space. So we need to chain 1 and then slip stitch on the third chain. 1, 2, 3. Dito sa ika-third chain. Slip stitch. Then slip stitch on the next double crochet on top. Then slip stitch on the 1 chain space, slip stitch, then chain 3, 1, 2, 3, and then make another 1 double crochet in the same stitch, and then chain 1, then double crochet 2 in the same space, dito 2 double crochet, 1 and 2. So in the same V-stitch we need to make another V-stitch, and then chain 2, 1, 2. We need to skip 2 double crochet and the 1 chain space. In the V-stitch we need to make another V-stitch, 2 double crochet, 1 and 2, and then chain 1, make another 2 double crochet in the same space. So we make another V-stitch, V-stitch, and then chain 2, 1 and 2, skip these 2 double crochet, skip 1 chain, and then in the next V-stitch we need to make another V-stitch, 1, 2, chain 1, then 2 double crochet in the same space, 1 and 2. So we make another V-stitch, then chain 2, 1, 2, skip these 2 double crochet, skip 1 chain, skip 2 double crochet, and then make another V-stitch, 1, 2, chain 1, then 2 double crochet in the same space, 1 and 2, then chain 2, then make another V-stitch in the V-stitch. So we'll do this pattern all the way around to the last V-stitch. Babalikan ko kayo pagdating dito. In the last V-stitch, chain 2, 1, 2, and then slip stitch on the third chain, 1, 2, 3, dito slip stitch. So ito na yung end ng ating round 10. Tingnan na siya. For round 11, we need to slip stitch on the second stitch, and then slip stitch on the 1 chain space. Then 11, round 11, we need to chain 3, 1, 2, and 3, then double crochet in the same space. Then double crochet in the same space. Double crochet in the same space, then chain 1, then double crochet in the same space, 2 double crochet. This is the V-stitch. Then chain 3, 1, 2, 3, then V-stitch in the next V-stitch. 2 double crochet, 1, 2, chain 1, and then 2 double crochet in the same space, 1 and 2. So this is our V-stitch. Then chain 3 and then V-stitch to the next V-stitch, and then chain 3, 1, 2, 3, then make another V-stitch in the same V-stitch, 1, 2, chain 1, and then 2 double crochet in the same space, 1 and 2. This is our V-stitch. Then we'll continue this pattern all the way to the last V-stitch. For now, round number 12, we need to do the same pattern. V-stitch, then chain 3, then V-stitch, and then chain 3, and then V-stitch. So I will come back after round 12. So now we're at the end of round 12. We do the same pattern, the round 11 and round 12. Then at the end of round 12, chain 3, and then slip stitch on the third chain, slip stitch. Then on round 13, you need to slip stitch on the second stitch, then slip stitch on the space, and then chain 3, 1, 2, 3, then another double crochet in the same space, then chain 1, then double crochet 2 in the same space, and 2. The difference between 11 and 12, the round 13, we need to chain 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, then double crochet, V-stitch in the V-stitch, 2 double crochet, 1 and 2, then chain 1, then 2 double crochet in the same stitch. Ganyan na siya. Then chain 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, then V-stitch into the V-stitch, 2 double crochet, then chain 1, then another 2 double crochet, 1 and 2. So we'll do this pattern all the way around. V-stitch, 2 double crochet, chain 1, 2 double crochet, chain 4, and then V-stitch into the V-stitch all the way around. Babalikan ko kayo pagdating dito. Round 14, we do the same as the row 13. 2 double crochet, V-stitch, chain 1, 2 double crochet, then chain 4. 13 and 14 are exactly the same. 11 and 12 are the same. Then 13 and 14 also the same pattern. Balikan ko kayo pagka tapos ng 14 rows. So we almost done our round 13, and this round is 14. We need to chain 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. At the end of round 14, we need to slip stitch on the third chain, 1, 2, and 3 slip stitch. So this is the end of our round 14. For round 15, we need to slip stitch on the second stitch, slip stitch, and then slip stitch on the one space, then chain 3, 1, 2, and 3, then another double crochet in the same stitch, 1, and then chain 1, then 2 double crochet in the same space, 1 and 2, then chain 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and the next V stitch we need to make 2 double crochet and then chain 3, 2, and then chain 3, 1, 2, and 3, then 2 double crochet in the same space, 1 and 2, then chain 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, then double crochet in the next stitch, 2 double crochet, then chain 1, then 2 double crochet, so V stitch with a chain of 1, and the next V stitch with a chain of 3, and the next V stitch chain 1, and then chain 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We will make another V stitch with a chain of 3, 1, 2 double crochet, and then chain 3, 2 and 3, V stitch, 2 double crochet, and then chain 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, V stitch with a chain of 1, 2, chain 1, and then 2 double crochet in the same space. So ganyan na siya. So we'll continue this pattern all the way around until we reach on the last V stitch. Then I will show you how to connect it. Now we're at the end of our round 15. We need to chain 5, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then slip stitch on the first 3 chain on top, slip stitch. So this is the end of our round 15.